Cool. We're all set up now. We're live.
We're live.
Okay, so I like to start off every conversation with 2 snaps. So we're gonna take 2 fingers and we're snap out there. 1, 2, 3. So okay, so take me back. Let's go back into 2019?
2019.
When you went to Paris?
Yes.
And I remember right when you had got back, you're like, Josh, I got a gift for you. Let me come over. And you brought me some macarons, like really good macarons. And then we were unpacking your trip, and you told me about this train theory, which I feel has been a very, very relatable concept for a lot of people. And can you just tell me, as you told me when you told me about the trip, right? Because you were going from Paris to Versailles.
Paris to Versailles. So yeah, when in 2000, I've always wanted to go to Paris for my birthday to celebrate. So I finally did it one year, and it was the year that just followed 2 of the most challenging years of my life, 17 and 18. So I decided 2019 was the year that was going to be unstoppable, and I just wanted to just experience a lot of things. So took a solo trip to Paris, and in Paris, the public transportation that they have available are the trains. So I was taking the trains everywhere, and one day it was actually my birthday. I took a train, and while I was sitting on the train, I was just observing people coming in and out of the train. And as I was observing that, all of a sudden I had this aha moment. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my life. Because I noticed people hop in and they would sit with me, and I would have eye contact with them, and maybe we'll have a smile. And of course, I would enjoy that interaction. And then they would reach their station, and that was it. And so I pondered on that a little bit, and I thought, maybe, wow, this is my life. I'm on this journey to go somewhere, and people, be it family, friends, clients, they would come in and out of my life. And so I thought, well, since I just lost my mom and my sister, and that was very heavy for me, and I would never see them again. So I thought, maybe this is one way for me to comfort me and to say it's okay. I was on the journey from birth to whenever they left this earth, and they have reached their final destination, and they hopped off the train. And so now it's up to me to continue my journey. And there's people that are gonna continue to get on my train and get off my train, but every time everybody comes in my train, I make sure that we have the best time. I enjoy them. That's when I started to learn the value of being present. Being present, because we tend to not be present. We're thinking about what happened yesterday, what we're going to do tomorrow, who we're going to see, and then somebody, So I made it a practice from that day on to, whenever I am interacting with a friend, a client, or even a stranger, that I'm not thinking of anything else but that moment, because that moment is fleeting, and they could at any point in time reach their station, and I will never see them again, or maybe if our paths cross again, but yeah, so that was just, so I carry that message now, and every day I think about them, that whenever I'm here, it's like, this person is here for this moment in time, and I will enjoy their presence, and I will take each moment and listen to what they have to contribute to my life, because everybody's got a story. So they're contributing to my life, in such a manner, and I just have to harvest the good on that.
Yeah.
Because there's some people that you meet that maybe, you know, they're disturbing the force, and I'm just like, okay, and I will let that go.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, also too, like going like with the train, one thing I like is like necessarily not just death, but also just like life in general. You know, because like when people hop in the train and they become a friend, they're on their own journey too, and then you share that same path for
that moment in time. Yeah.
For that moment, however long, right? It could be a month, a year, years, decades, right? However long that time is together, and then something may happen, whether it be like, you know, a life change,
death.
Career, death, moving,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just a change in lifestyle altogether. And yeah, I really like that train theory.
Yeah, and I don't take it personal, you know, because I used to be. That's the one thing about me is like whenever people leave. Okay, so friendships. Let's just take friendships from. There's friendships. Some friendships flourish, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some friendships that dissolve for no reason. You're just not in alignment. And I used to really get hurt when some friendships were dissolving, and I tend to chase that friendship. And it was exhausting for me. So I became okay with that. All I have to think about is like, you know what? They have reached their station.
Mm-hmm.
And they're no longer on the same path as me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be okay with it. And
Yeah.
I also have this something that I recently been incorporating with when there is a little bit of wrinkle in my day, be it somebody that's putting a little bit of wrinkle, I just always make it a practice to say, I send you love. I send you love, because then that energy is more powerful. I want that energy to be more powerful, because when you're sending love, love comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But if all of a sudden you're driving and somebody cuts you off, or somebody is like kissing your peaches, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, you're kissing my peaches. Okay, all right, okay. But then, you know, people get upset with that. And I'm learning to say, you know what? I'm sending you love.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when the more love I send out to whoever it is, whether it's somebody that's, you know, annoying me or not on purpose, maybe
Yeah.
they're just having a bad day, that comes back. And I'm reaching a point in my life right now where, and I said this a long time ago when I went to Landmark. And I went in the front of the room. I said, you know, whatever it is that I'm complaining about in my life, whether it's a love life, money, friendships, whatever, you know, I'm going to do something about it.
Mm.
And that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not going to happen in a snap of your finger. You just be mindful and you work on one thing at a time, to where I reached a point in my life that, you know, nothing's ever going to be perfect, but I'm learning to appreciate everything that comes my way.
Yeah. And I love like going back is like not taking it personal when people leave, you know, because it's their station that, you know, in their journey. Because even for myself, same thing, right? It's like you become close with people and then not so close, and having been, you know, instead of thinking about it too much, just being like, oh, this is their station, you know, and then, you know, if they hop back on, it's like, hey, what's up, how's it going?
Yeah. Then you continue again on their journey, but you just have to be okay with that. They just reach their station, and everybody has their own destination. So don't, you know, just like the 4 agreements, right? That's one of the things. It's like, don't take anything personal.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, I'm thinking, what is this? Don't take. That's what it meant.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
You know, when they leave, that's because they have their journey to go on. And then you just continue creating, and then more people will come into your life. And then that's just I think that's just a part of the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. It's just not hanging on to something. If it's time for you to let go, whether it's a piece of clothing or an item, a jewelry, a friend, a client, don't hang on so tight. Let it go and send it love. You know, but thank it for being in your life for that one moment in time.
Yeah. And then if it comes back, just welcome it back, and you're still on your destination, you know, and you're able to
just be open to it.
Yeah.
Be open to whatever comes your way, because there is no accident. Everything is there for the benefit of you. People come into your life, whether it's a book that comes into your life, you just see it and and then you connect with it, and you pick it up.
When it just shows up on your door.
Shows up on your door.
What is it?
Unannounced.
Abraham Hicks? What is this? Oh yeah, I got it for you.
I was like, yeah, did you send me Abraham? Did you send Abraham this way? Yes, I did.
Yeah, what really blew me away though was like the Da Vinci Code, or not the Da Vinci Code, Leonardo da Vinci, the autobiography. When you sent me that blew my mind. And thank you for that. Is it Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably here. That's perfect.
Hi, Kyle.
Hello. I'm right outside. Take your time. I'm right outside Josh's place. Whenever you're ready, if you need help with your bags, let me know. I just gotta put money in the meter.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll help her bring some of the bags down. We'll head out to you. Like 5 minutes.
Yeah, give us about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes.
Take all the time you need.
Just enjoy. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye. Yeah. Yeah, but people bring different parts of you. And you just have to kind of be mindful of which part of you are they bringing out. Is it the best part of you or the worst part of you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for the longest time, I had people in life that were bringing up the worst in me, whether it's jealousy, whether it's being annoyed, whether it's being hurt. Those are the worst parts of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why am I feeling this? I don't like this feeling.
Yeah.
And so then I started to like, okay, they're bringing this side of me that is not pleasant, and I don't like to live my life like this. Therefore, and let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Okay. Even if it's something like a piece of dish that's has a chip in it, and every time you pass by that dish, oh my God, you see that it's a crack, throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a piece of clothing, give it to somebody else. And if it's not a good reminder of something, life is just too short, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Life is just too short to have things or people that don't bring you joy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm collecting right now is joy. I'm just collecting joy.
Yeah, I love that. And is there anything else that you'd like to add? Okay, cool. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, like along the lines of? Because I thoroughly enjoy all of our conversations, and this is just one of many that we've had. But like along the lines of the train theory that you can think of.
Oh, the train theory.
Because I think we covered a good amount of it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Is just enjoying enjoying the journey and being present to whoever's in that journey with you. Because once they have, when they leave your life, because they also have their own journey, be thankful of this time that they spent with you.
Mm-hmm.
And also be mindful of the feeling you have when you're around them.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you're feeling?
Yeah.
Because I'm a big Neville. Feeling is the secret. Feeling is how you attract things in your life. When you're feeling good, you're thinking about the next trip you're gonna go on, the next food you're gonna have, the next friend that you're gonna meet. you're gonna attract that because you're feeling good. But if you're thinking about problems, or somebody that annoyed you, or somebody that's jealous of your haters, you will bring more of that into your life.
Mm.
So be mindful of your feelings. So basically that's the train theory. It has a lot more to it,
A lot of components.
a lot of components. And then make sure that also I'm making it a point to, every time I end the conversation or I say goodbye to somebody, I always say, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it could be, something that you say to that person.
Yeah.
And so always say you love them, so they will also feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes not everybody hears those words.
Yeah.
Not everybody, people think it's very common, but no, a lot of people don't hear it from their parents, they don't hear it from their friends, they don't hear it from strangers. So I'm learning to always say I love you.
Yeah.
Not just say love you, I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I love you, my love.
And we'll end on that. But we love you too.
We love you.
Thank
Sending
guys.
you love.
Thank you guys for watching. But cool. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And I know we've been trying
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. I know we've been trying to do this for some time. So.